Well, it's official. Nico Hoerner is out for the Cubs trip to Japan and Tokyo to take on the Dodgers in March 18th and 19th. So, what are their options? We said that he was probably going to be out. Shaw out. We're going to get into that and more right here on the Cubs baseball channel. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Let's get this thing started. Good to see all you guys today. Getting closer and closer to opening day in Japan. Give me some sake. What do you say, everybody? Big Gillespie, Cubs baseball channel. Great to see you on this Saturday, and welcome to March. This is a month where we're actually going to have games that count. But don't break up the Cubs yet. I mean, think about what's going on this spring. They seem to win every single day, or at least tie. They went on a 6-game win streak, and now they're on a 3-game tie streak, which is phenomenal. But let's talk about Nico Hoerner, the fact that he's not going to play, officially out now for Japan. Now, I did a video last week, and I said, I don't expect him to be available for the Cubs. 5 months after his surgery, still not quite throwing, and we're kind of getting into that routine, but he's not available. They don't have him. And so they're going to have to find other options for second base. Matt Shaw still thinks that he's going to be potentially ready for the Cubs for opening day. And I guess that means that Matt Shaw is the consensus starter at third base because the Cubs didn't sign Alex Bregman. And, and when you look at the other options that they have, you feel like he, without even playing a game yet in the big leagues, is going to be the guy that they're going to depend on. Although we'll see what happens, right? You still went out and signed John Birdie. And then this Gage Workman guy, if he's not on the 26-man roster, the Cubs have to send him back to the Tigers. He was a Rule 5 pick. So could it potentially be that Workman is on the team for Japan and then they send him back? Wouldn't that be interesting? And that could happen. But let's talk second base, because there's a couple things that come to mind to me. First off, Justin Turner, 40 years old, Cubs signed him. We thought he was going to play third base, but he hasn't played a bunch of third over the last couple of years, and he made his money as a really good third baseman. So could he be a guy that helps you at second base? Who knows, right? You got the utility guys, Birdie. You think that maybe he's going to be able to help you out at second, and that's certainly an option for the Cubs. I mean, don't count him out. Some of the names that I look at for the second base job without, obviously without having Nico is, Vidal Brujan, John Birdie, Michael Busch can play second base, although he's pretty much the Cubs' first baseman. But what if you put, Busch at second because you had to? I don't see that happening. I think they're probably going to use one of those two guys with Brujan or Birdie. Yeah, the other guy that's interesting, I mentioned him before, Gage Workman. Could he be a guy that makes the team? Now, Justin Turner is taking a lot of ground balls at third base right now. So maybe he plays third. And then that frees up where you only need one guy to play second base. And this roster situation in Japan is different. Like you can take 29 guys, the 26-man roster. I think you can take like 31. But then you have to declare who's on the 26-man roster for the game. But I guess going out there, Nico Hoerner, as he comes back from that surgery that he had on his flexor tendon, is not going to stay. And even with the team going out there, he's going to stay behind and just continue to rehab and try to get ready for opening day. So, interesting. Obviously not an ideal situation for the Cubs going to play the Dodgers in those two games, but it really is a great exhibition, and I'm a big fan of it. So, so I'm excited. I think we all are. We get real baseball, and that'll be great. Now, Nick Madrigal was a guy that could have done this last year, but he's not with the Cubs anymore, and he just keeps dealing with injuries. He's a good player when he's healthy, at least defensively, is kind of inconsistent at the plate. But when he was coming up, I always thought, man, this is a really good little player, kind of a table setter, can make great contact, and he just keeps getting hurt and hurt again. He's got to have surgery on his left shoulder, and he was playing for the Mets, so he was going to be on the team, and he was kind of going to be the guy that bounces around the different positions. But that's a bad injury. He's had some bad injuries, and we wish him the best of luck, as he kind of moves forward. Now, Cubs are in action again today. They were 6-0, and now they're 6-0-3. So they've tied 3 straight games, and they came from behind to tie the Rangers. Rangers had a big lead, and Hayden McGarry, first baseman, big prospect, 3-run homer, and Jordan Wogu had a game-tying hit. So good for the Cubs. They were undefeated in Cactus League play for the month of February. Now that today starts March, and guess what? Not 1 but 2 games today. Guardians, and that is going to be at Sloan Park at 2:05 Central, and then Cubs at Kansas City, which is in Surprise, Arizona at 7:05. So you could literally go to both games today because it's a split squad and it's a doubleheader. And you got to love baseball to do that. I've actually broadcasted a split squad doubleheader one time on Cubs.com. That was actually pretty fun. So, look, we're keeping an eye on what's going on. Good to see you guys today, and just taking a step forward, seeing where things are going. But I thought it was really interesting, as I said before, that Justin Turner's playing a lot of third base. And that may be where they put him. He said, well, I'm just trying to get my arm stretched out. I played a lot of first. Matt Shaw still thinks he's going to be possibly ready for the start of this series against the Dodgers in Tokyo. So we'll see what happens there. But he's never even played in a big league game before. So, the surprising part of it is for a guy that's never even played in a game, would make his debut, is he going to be able to come back from the oblique injury? So anyway, like, subscribe, thumbs up. Obviously not in the home studio, but look, I'm in a bar. Is this? Oh, thanks, guys. And I'm going to be back in my home studio next time you see me. But it was great to see you guys, and we'll keep watching the Cubs and have some fun here. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Hey, and I want to say one other thing too. We hit 6,500 subscribers, and I know, like, every day we got a lot of great people from all over the world that watch our channel, but I remember the first subscriber. I remember putting the channel and wondering if anybody was going to watch it. You guys have been so good and so supportive, and I appreciate you so much for making this part of your day. Thank you, guys. I love you so much. And again, go Cubs.